The digital safety gap must be closed. Our women and girls must feel as safe and confident online as they do in real life. This is certainly relevant to many of the topics being discussed in the conversations on Singapore women's development. Therefore, while I was at the Ministry of Communications and Information, with support from my former colleagues, I decided to make an appeal to those who care equally about women and girls' online safety so that we can come together and do something about it collectively. I was moved by the number of people who came forward because this cause resonated strongly with them. This included not only women, but also men. The number of men reaching out and supporting the AFA affirms and strengthens my belief that men are absolutely vital partners for improving digital safety for women and girls. As fathers, husbands, brothers, sons, friends, and colleagues, they care for and want the best for women and girls. This is never about women versus men. This is only ever about women and men working hand in hand to push back against mindsets that exploit and victimize women. IPS Senior Research Fellow and Sunlight AFA member Dr. Chu Han A exemplifies this solidarity. He joined the AFA because he wants to help shift societal mindsets and norms to empower men as supportive allies of women to speak out against behaviors that reflect and perpetuate retrograde and exploitative mindsets about women. These are men and women who recognize that online harms, which men and boys may similarly encounter, cannot be dealt with solely via government action in the form of greater regulation and enforcement. Government's role is necessary, but not sufficient. Concerted efforts from the public, private, and people sectors to formulate approaches to victim support, undertake public education and engagement, and have internet companies step up to do their part are also needed. Indeed, groups like the Singapore Council of Women's Organizations, United Women Singapore, Touch Community Services, and AWARE are among the organizations that AFA members hail from. I also wish to express my gratitude to the many officers from MCI who believe in the cause and contributed so much of their time and effort to provide the AFA with secretariat support. Since its launch in July 2021, the AFA has administered a survey to understand the incidence and impact of online harms in Singapore, engaged over 240 parents and youths to raise awareness about online harms and impart tips on how they can help their loved ones navigate the digital space safely, launched a website containing informational resources about online risks and safety tools on technology platforms. What has been particularly encouraging to the AFA members is that the government is responding to the calls we have been making by introducing codes of practice for internet platforms. Pausek Rahayu will share more on this later. The AFA will roll out more initiatives in the coming months to empower individuals to recognize online harms and build a more holistic system of support for victims.